This is a bucket list golf course. An old sand mine twisted into a collection of otherworldly designs. It's one of the most insane golf courses I've seen in my life.
Some of these holes have just left me absolutely speechless.
Blind tee shots, high sloping dunes and incredible greens pose a truly unique test of golf.
Oh, that's what it's going to be like. Oh, just go in the hole. Breathe it in. You're like just so in with the target that I'm fuming if it doesn't go in.
This is another Scratch Golfer episode, so our targets are set for what will be an incredible round.
This will be one of the best rounds of golf I've played in. No, why? Because sometimes just come at you quick.
This is Tobacco Road.
And here we are, first hole, par 5. I've got one of the most in-depth yardage books I think I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. And what all this is telling me is, Pete, don't miss the fairway. The line is that kind of bunker in the background. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is the wind. It's swirling a bit. That bunker's 300, so 315, sorry. So let's try and finish short. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen. This is very, very exciting. Dream come true. Yeah, let's just drive it anyway. Oh, sat down straight away. Lovely. And it's rolling back into the middle of the fairway. Kieran, can you see that roll? I think we're going to have quite a lot of that today. These slopes on the greens and the fairways and everywhere are just absolutely wild. Oh man, this is going to be great. Come on. Okay, that was a decent tee shot. We are pretty much bang in the middle of the fairway. 232 front, 247 middle, and there's a lot going on before this pin. The angle is practically through this gap and then let it feed down to the right hand side. Through that gap, 19-degree hybrid, just a touch of fade, just a whisper of it, not a lot. It's going to head towards those bunkers. It's one of those things where, honestly, just don't know. We're going to be signing off so many of these shots with there. First hole and first visit to a bunker, which isn't a bunker, they're all waste areas, so I can ground the club. If the greens are like this, where they all gather in, that'd be lovely. Just short, let it trundle on. Okay. Absolutely wonderful. What a place. What a place already. Didn't have any practice putts beforehand. I'm going to throw this out there and say these are pretty slopey. A lot of grain there as well. God, a little tiddler. I've got this feeling that these greens are not for the faint-hearted. I think my aim point method that I'm using this year is going to be severely tested. So we've got 392 yards off these back tees. We've got like a bit of a weird split fairway. So that's a fairway off to the right, kind of loops in through the middle. The hole is over that massive mound. That lone tree on the left, that's 300 to clear is 220. So I'm kind of thinking 3-wood that way? Wow, it's baffling. I think there's a lot of trust involved. You know, you got to pick your line, you got to be like, right, okay, that is where I'm going. Commit to it. Right, 3-wood at that tree, well, slightly right of that tree. About there. Good. I hope you like murder mysteries. That's basically what this round is going to be. So, good tee shot. The actual landing area is pretty wide. The pin is 124 adjusted 122 over a devilish little pot bunker, but also, like, you can just see all the runoffs here around this green. They're so extreme. Like, if you miss the green, it's gonna go somewhere. And I don't entirely know, even if, is it Mike Strantz who designed this? Even he knew where the ball would end up. Like down in South Carolina, probably. To the right of this bunker. Spin hard. Wind's actually quite a bit at the back there. Oof. As you might expect, that's a double breaker. You have left to right and then right to left. Downhill at the end. Sit. Hey. They're not that slow. Been playing on some very, very slick greens recently. I thought, wow, I'll be all right. Give it a bit more. We got slopes now. Oh, oh, that's what it's going to be like. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's what we expected to happen. Don't need to panic. There's going to be birdies. There's going to be bogeys. $138. I do not have the club for this. It's a huge bank behind the pin. I'm thinking if I hit just a tiny wedge, just make sure it gets there. And then even if it does go slightly long, it should spin back. Got Jacob on hole in one camp. Thing is with this course, we won't even end it early, like we have to carry on. I did what I said. I don't know. I think it's one of those where if it's like super dry, that's probably coming back a long way, but maybe leave myself a 15-footer. Right, so we just left ourselves, like I said, the standard 20-foot putt. It's green. Wild. Okay. Aim point. Pretty consistent break all the way. Yeah, if you wanted a video to see like a lot of flat putts hold, I don't think that's today. A little bit too much respect. Didn't even check the grain either, but you know what? Through 3 holes, 1 birdie, 1 bogey, 1 par, the pattern of this round is probably going to be quite similar. A lot of dog legs on this golf course as well. We found this last night when we were trying to actually do the drone footage. That it was like, you know, where on earth are we meant to fly next? Don't ideally want to be going in that waist area to the left, thinking Kieran just straight down the draft. Bit unbalanced. Get over that waist. Go, go, go. Oh, just enough to clear it. Not sure I'm going to be able to go for it in 2, but as long as I can keep it out of this stuff, that's job done off the tee, really. So Tobacco Road was, as you may expect, some kind of tobacco farm back in the day. Then it was a sand mine. And then Mike Strands, the architect, got his hands on it. And I really hope this is true. So the story goes that he walked around the land, basically with clubs, kind of hit his tee shot where he thought it might work, got to his second, looked around, so he would have, I don't know, might have got to here, say, looked around and thought, okay, I can see what's going on there. Then he hit it and he spray painted markers on the ground. And then the actual team of engineers who were responsible for moving all the earth came in behind him and then shaped it, which I think would be incredible if that's true. But I don't know if that's just like folklore stuff, but we'll say it's true. It's YouTube, we can say whatever we want. 204. I think if we went round and we actually walked it, I think we'd probably walk for about 320. But it's only 200 straight across the corner. I'm kind of tempted, if I'm being honest with you, to use the 4 hybrid because of this. Other head covers are available, but this is pretty special. What a day. Wow. That was, literally I want to see where that went. Just took a face full. What an idiot. Oh, Pete. Well, I mean, listen, it wasn't the best shot I've ever hit in my life, if I'm being honest with you. We're on an upslide. We're going to use a 54 and just try and play like a really long bunker shot from 50 yards. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that. Obviously, a little bit disappointing on a par 5, but green regulation. I've hit every green regulation so far. Wow, is that like a side quest? Every green regulation at Tobacco Road would be unreal, and that's a shame because I'm off. Side quest is over. Try to complete this side quest. Moving off the right. Wow, slope with a capital S. Oh my God, Jesus. That is on the side of an absolute mountain. Go sledding on that in the winter. I'm going to be amazing at these putts by the end of the day. Oh, wow. We're going to have to just enjoy the challenge today, I believe is going to be the correct terminology. Embrace it, hold it to my bosom, and just enjoy the challenge. So on the 5th hole, we've got 2 ways to play this. It's about to clear that bunker in front of the green. It's 273, and then off to the right hand side you've got all this kind of area that could just hit like a 5-iron into pretty much. I believe the saying is risk reward. Let's have a risk. Driver, straight at it. Oh, just go in the hole. Literally go in the hole. Sometimes you just got to take those risks. You know what? Get that reward. 3-putt coming up. Wow, chance for an eagle. That was maybe the most accurate drive I've hit, like, in years. It's one of the beautiful things about this course. It's the risk-reward elements and the fact that you can hit some incredible shots. You can come off some slopes. I love it. I love it. Right, come on. Go! Come on! Oh! Oh, Tobacco Road! Breathe it in. Although don't, because that might cause damage to the lungs. We've got 150 yards to the pin. I mean, again, just another stunning looking hole. I mean, one of the reasons why I wanted to come here for so long is, yes, it looks like an incredible golf course, but it's kind of like just more golf art than anything. I doubt you're ever going to get like a professional event here. You're never going to get the US amateur playing around Tobacco Road because it's just too crazy for that. But that's not the point of this golf course. It's about the fun and the experimentation that you could probably do around here. I'm going to come off here thinking, what a fantastic course, because it made me feel happy and it made me feel excited, and that's great. I'm just going to hit it slightly right at the pin and try and feed it off that slope. That's the plan. I'll just go straight at it. I need to remember now that I can actually draw a golf ball. No, life is sometimes just come at you quick. Outside chance, but still a chance. Use the putter, bumble it down onto this green. That came off so far right. That might be the worst putt I've ever hit. There's nothing which is like inside the hole. Everything's just slightly outside. Right to left. Good. That would have been very, very annoying if I went bogey, eagle, bogey. So we remain 1 under. Feel the heavy weight of gold tugging at one's neck. It's pendulous. Yeah. Seventh hole, can't see the fairway, it's all downhill, so we've got their drone cam down there. I'm looking to hit a 19 degree, just try and chase it down just a touch. Hold it, wind. I've got unlucky, that was very heely. Wind's off the right. I was never comfortable with that club then. Not sure you're going to get that on Drone Trace. I really messed up there. I've kind of landed in this pretty flat patch. If I'd have managed to get over that hump, we could have had a wedge in. Now we've got 180 yard, 7-iron. Gonna go, there's 188, but it's kind of playing downhill. Again, I'm just gonna go slightly right of the pin. Hopefully the wind brings it back a touch. Get off it, wind. Get the hell off it. Middle of the left, middle of the green. As this green is about 6 football pitches wide. Oh, very safe, very safe. Well, this is like one of the features of this course. So obviously I've hit a decent shot into there, but if it had had like a little bit of backspin, it would have been a slightly different putt. Man, the huge slopes. You can imagine the pin being down there, how much fun that would be. Just like spinning it back into it. A bit downhill, let's get the pace. My pace on these greens so far hasn't been what I'd class as exceptional. A little bit pacey, and it leaves me, as they say in the professional game, with one of those. 3 feet from left to right. Right, so we're downhill, a little bit left to right. And when I say a little bit, I mean it's outside the hole again. Just letting it drip in, feed in. The answer is frayed, very frayed. Every single hole we got to start it outside on short putt is just, I think if you played on it like week after week, it'd be fine, but that's going to be absolutely exhausting by the end today. But that remains at 1 under. We're still on track. Breaking par around this course would be amazing, because I've not played it. Seems almost a little bit tame, this hole. 190 yards down the slope. Obviously that massive bunker to the left shouldn't be in play. That's somewhere you really don't want to go. To clear this front one, it's 172 to 192 to the pin. I think I'm going to go 8 iron, trusting that it's slightly downwind. So if I aim for where, you can see where the ridge kind of feeds in from the middle of the green. So I just want to be to the right of that. Whoa, whoa, what is happening to that golf ball? Stay there. Oh God. Were you zooming in? Did you see the flight there? That's not ideal. That was a very weird flight, that. I don't know if the wind's a little bit stronger left to right up there, because as it drew in, it was kind of wobbling everywhere. I'm not sure. Wow. I didn't actually realise this was on the green. I thought this was like a runoff area to the front. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I've basically got to go past this pitch mark here. It's going to go and then feed down, so I don't need to pitch it. You might as well stay on the apex of this one, mate. Well, I needed more pace than that. Don't know why I got it into my big fat head then that I was going to be so much quicker than it was. It needed to carry pace to get down there. Oh, yeah, way too many calculations. Come on, just imagine this going in. Yeah, just trust it. Wow. Oh. Sometimes I don't think there's anything you can say. You just got to walk off, tip your cap, move on to the next. I think this is potentially the most dramatic hole so far. It's 427 down and then up a hill, and the pin is on like a Mount Doom-esque kind of mountain at the end. If you finish short, it's got a chance of running back about 120 yards. So we've got to find a fairway and then just be the most accurate golfer in the world with the second shot. No problem. Oh, that's going to be tight. It's just like some waste up there, but oh, I did not release that. That is going to make the second shot absolutely appalling. So we've got, I want to say lucky, but at the same time, you can see from all the divots here, the fairway on the left didn't actually realise just how sloped it was. So I think we just kind of hit up there, even in the trees, and just kind of like fed down towards the centre again. We've got 138 to the pin, but it is just, so it's 124, 138 adjusted. Literally all uphill. Just need to make sure it's not short, or right, or left. or long. Apart from that, it's pretty straightforward. I fatted it so badly. Please go. I'm gonna hold that finish there like I meant absolutely any of that. Oh, I was so unbelievably uncomfortable on that. Look at this for an entrance. Ah, I actually thought it was fine. Tempted almost to like chuck it up there. Come on, Pete. Finish this 9-1 under, that'd be excellent. That should be good. Oh, that's short. I thought I hit that with enough pace to easily get there. My judgment on this hole is a little bit lacking. Now, if I'm going to play here again, what I actually do, just aim left. So that seems a much more sensible way to play this hole. Imagine if that had gone. Come on, these nerves yet again. Stay strong. You got this. Jeez, down LP. Could not commit to starting that far outside the hole. Wow. A 3-putt double to go from 1 under to 1 over. Oh. Okay. Okay. Two things have happened. I've just had a turkey and cheese wrap, which for a half-time snack for me is actually quite healthy. And that double bogey has settled me down. This has happened a few times this trip where I've had a bad hole, and rather than like it sending me into a death spiral, which certainly happened in the past, just feel more positive. Feel like I can relax, get it back, and get on the par. Come on, driver. Oh, drift a touch. Oh, kick on that. We are on it now. I'm settled, I'm ready. This is gonna be a great 9 holes. I've got 145, it's downwind. Pin is like just surrounded by waste area. It's an incredible course. It's definitely one that if you come back again and again and you play more consistently, you just understand where like these landing areas are. Obviously at the moment, kind of hard to understand. I hit it exactly where I wanted to, just about distance, I suppose. No reaction from Jacob so far, which says I'm probably going to need a wedge. It's a strange one, actually. It kind of moves to the right to begin with, then it moves to the left, sorry, to begin with, then straightens up. It just depends how much the pace of the initial part of the putt is going to be affected by that break. More of a feel putt, this one. A little bit downhill at the end as well, so pace is important. Good putt, decent pace, just at the start, just went a little bit more than I expected, but in all fairness, that was a good read and a good putt. Tricky par 4, navigated well. Par 5 next. If you're enjoying this place and you're going to enjoy the content that we've made here in the States, give this video a massive thumbs up. Let's try and get this to 7,000 likes within the first day. We've got options. So par 5 is a massive dog leg, like the green is like there somewhere. The wild kind of bunkering short and off to the right, the closer we can cling to the right hand side, the shorter into this pin we're going to have. Further left we go, obviously the safer it is. That tree off in the distance, that is 299 yards. Whoa. How far to clear the bunker there? God, it's 295. I think it's a driver. I think it's a driver and we go at the lone tree. I don't want to be greedy, and I don't want to be too much of a, what's the word? I don't want to be too conservative. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, that's perfect now. It's kind of like a hidden slope there again, isn't it? Bringing it back into the centre of the fairway. Well, come on boys, let's make another eagle, shall we? The approach to this green, by the way, is absolutely insane. Talking about the nights being up to Mount Doom, we're at the very gates of Mordor on this hole. We've got 168 yards, but it's uphill, it's playing 177. Wind is kind of like off the right. As you might be able to see, you do not want to be short here. These guys in front, one of them was down in that bunker, and that was 3 days ago. It is now Saturday, we've sent him rations, he's managed to get out. Absolutely brutal. Thinking rather than a full 7, this might be a little bit more of a low controlled 6. Second eagle of the day, come on. That looks absolutely unreal. I'm actually looking at the other guys in front of me, expecting a bit of a round of applause then. That looks so good. Oh my God. Oh God. This was a very exciting, very good shot, which has now turned into something terrifying because it's on sand in the waist. I kind of feel that I could maybe potentially play like a sand shot off there, but if it comes out hot, then I'm in that cavern of despair. Pine trees are attacking me. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Comment below, what would you do here, guys? Putt it, probably, but I'm tempted. So I either play like a bunker shot or toe up and try and clip it. I'm going to try toe up, pick it. It's the only safe way to go. Try and land it just short, like trundle on. We've got the same problem. Oh. Wow. Wow. This for a par. Must admit that little, the calmness in my demeanour slipping a touch. Come on, good putt, get out of here with a par. It might just at the end, just have a little wobble to the right. Oh, I just started too far left. I think we're right though. Aim point is the future. Ah, it feels really harsh, that. Thought I'd play that hole so well. Oh well, add it to the learnings. Try and understand how to play a waste area around the greens better. I've got a big dogleg right to left here. Green's kind of over that way. It's going to be downwind on my second, so I'm just going to take a hybrid at that big bunker there, 265, so I shouldn't reach it. Big waste area to the left. Right, 96 left of the pin. Come on, I've actually kind of skipped out of the waste area and some scraggly grass, not the end of the world. Can't see the bottom of the hole. Half a swing by 54, lies fine. Funny flight again. Just came left on me a touch. I'm kind of hoping that we've got one of those mysterious humps and bumps from Tobacco Road, and that's fed down to the pin a little bit more. There was a little mysterious runoff area to the left of this pin. Don't know if I actually hit it far enough up to get the benefit though. Right, come on. Time to hold a good putt here. Woo! I'm getting a lot of putts which I finish just behind the hole. I think overall that's probably a good thing. Right, we remain at 2 over. 6 holes to play. Come on, let's do this. Par 5, 13th hole. What an absolute brute this is. And this is the green, which is shaped like a coffin. So small and in like a little valley. It's, imagine playing like a really eccentric British links and then feeding the golf course like LSD. That's what would happen. That's basically the best way I can describe it. If you're enjoying this course, by the way, get down to those comments and let us know. It's fantasy golf. I just can't understand how like you could come up with something like this. Like the imagination and the artistry of it is insane. Feels like my best shot in a while. That straight in the middle of the fairway where I wanted. It's going to be an interesting second to this green. I don't even know if I can reach it. I don't even know if I want to be able to reach it. Straight after the green is a road, 240 yards up the hill, which you'd think, well, hey, that sounds like an absolute doddle. But as you can see from the drone footage, this green is about the size of my right butt cheek, and it's a similar-ish shape. So that's the pin there. So you got like the towers, and you can see where the pin is to the left of that like sand bluff. I could try and hit a draw in there, but I'm going to be completely honest with you, that looks like the most uncomfortable golf shot I've ever seen in my life. Through that, no chance. I'm just going to hit like a 7-iron into the layup area and just trust my wedge. Don't know what to say. Some of these holes have just left me absolutely speechless. It's like this is a stereotypical bucket list golf course. Oh, good angle in. So tricky one here, 116. I'm going to try and hit just a little draw through the mouth of the green with a pitching wedge. It's kind of into wind, so I want this to be a kind of 120 shot. It looked pretty good. No reaction from Jacob again. So I guess I'm going to need my wedge again. Actually a pretty good shot there. This hole feels incredibly linksy. Gosh, I've been back at home. Big dunes though, I tell you what. You know where this reminds me of? This is Enniscrone. This is Enniscrone in a nutshell here. Big shout out Keith if you're watching. All right, come on. Trust that read. Dribble it down, good pace. Wow, I've done that a few times this trip. Involuntary fist bump. Didn't know where that came from. I apologise if anyone was offended. Back to 1 over. Let's carry on. So 161 yards, but it's adjusted to 151 and it's downwind. So I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust this and just hit a wedge, which is pretty nerve-wracking because as you can see, a little bit of water there. But I'm trusting this is going to be enough to get beyond the pin where it looks like there's a little slope. This feels big, like I don't want to back up a birdie with a poor score and another birdie gets me back to level. Line-wise, kind of like left of the pin, like about 4 or 5 yards. Just trust. Trust, Pete, come on. Don't listen to your therapist, it's not a problem. Oh no, go so hard. Sit. Meant it. Oh wow. Oh, that was a roller coaster of emotion. Rammed into 6 seconds of ball flight, wasn't it? Jump on in. Yeah, it was a little bit of a nervous moment. It feels straightish. Just a touch right to left at the end. I've not actually had a straight putt yet today, so just imagine backing up a birdie with a birdie. Just jumped straight away. That actually jumped on me. The roll's been really good today. Just hopped up. Right, well, after the way I struck that tee shot, thank goodness I'm using pings this year. We are still 1 over with 4 holes to go. Come on, let's get back to level. Come on. So I'm going to go basically at the bit of fairway I can see. I think there's a little bit more down there. This hybrid hasn't been completely behaving itself today, but it's only a short hole. I want to give myself a nice little wedge in because the green again is like shallow but long. Not, remember the 17th? Stay tuned for the 17th green in itself. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, look at this hole. This is so cool. It's such a cool course, right? Go on, hybrid. Oh. Okay, I think that's fine. Sorry if I swore then. I thought those guys had gone. I think that's on the right side of the fairway. I think we're okay. So that must have pitched on the right edge of the fairway about 60 yards back. And we've ended up on the left half of the fairway, 68 yards from the pin. So it's about a 310-yard hybrid. Ooh. That's... Okay, let's hit quick then. Oh, that could have been nasty, right. Okay, let's go. So, word of warning, blind tee shots here are a little bit of a risk. That was almost it for me. Gotta be honest, I saw the gates, heard the angels singing for a moment. I'm not gonna lie, Jacob, I actually thought there was not a chance I could leave this short. It's quite a little bit soft down here, isn't it? That's a bit unlucky. Obviously a little bit rushed as well. No, they didn't know. Didn't know, because like from the tee, we're around the corner. And obviously probably by the time they got to the tee, we were already on the right side. It's not their fault. I don't want to alarm anybody, okay? I need everybody to maintain a level of calm. This might be a straight putt, to an extent. Just ran out of pace, just ran out of pace. It was a good putt, but just needed that little bit more. Oh, that would have been a great birdie. That hole had everything. Lucky bounces, near-death experiences, disappointment, and just to end it with a birdie would have really been superb, but can't have everything you want in this life. A bit boring otherwise, but otherwise, whatever, words. This is one of the most confusing holes on the course though, certainly visually. So you're hitting over this big waste bunker, and beyond that is like a third fairway, because you've got 1, 2, 3. Then you're hitting up to a green, which is similar to the ninth. It's just on like a nipple, up on a precipice. Yeah, pretty hefty nipple, but it's right up there. And if you finish short, again, it's rolling right back down. So this is all about, yet again, position 1, and then executing a good second shot, and just give yourself a putt. Bang on, I think. Now it's the second shot. This is one of the holes that I've seen a lot on Instagram. Very grammable, especially if you're hitting into here, your friend's on the green, and they're just hoping it finishes short. Because if this ball finishes short in the summer and it's fast, it won't end up back here, but it could literally end up back there. Absolutely crazy. The pin on here though is a little bit back, 122. So I can fly it all the way, playing 132 it says. It's just basically like a 50 degree, or I try and take spin off with a pitching wedge, which I think we're on a downslope, we're back to the 50. This feels like the right club. Just a nice solid 50 degree, a little bit right to that pin. Well, I don't see it coming back to our feet, so that's a positive. Yeah, anyway, okay, still not coming back. We're good. Oh, okay. You know what, I'm not gonna lie, that came back a lot further than I thought it would. I mean, it's not a massive amount of finesse to this, to be honest, just gotta whack it. Clean the grooves on this putter. Got excited. Down off the right. Come on. You see that then? That old hole took all the pace. I really want to call that hole. I fancy it. I fancy this. What a perfect hole-in-one hole, looking down on the pin. 111. Adjusted. Oh, what a night in Pinehurst we'd have there. That Irish bar we saw last night. Lemonades on me. Like, I've had one hole-in-one in my entire life. But I'm like, you know what? If I was to back myself, I'd give myself 50-50 odds right now. I'm feeling that confident. No reason either. My wedges haven't been that good today. My wedges have never been that good to instill a level of confidence like that. Just feeling it. All right, here we go. Ah, like genuinely disappointed it didn't go in. Wow, I mean, that's what, about 8 foot? Maybe that's definitely the approach that we need to take this year to my wedge shots. Be like just so in with the target that I'm fuming if it doesn't go in. Love it. Come on, let's roll this home. Birdie the last for a gold. This could be another mythical straight put at Tobacco Road there. Come on. Not a problem. It's what we do every day on this channel. We just eagle, we just birdie, we just bag gold medals like it's fun. So, pretty simple really. Birdie up the last, win a gold medal. And the line is the chimney coming out the top of the waste bunker, which admittedly doesn't make a lot of sense, but then it's Tobacco Road. Not a lot here does make sense. It defies logic and reason. And yet here we are, still enjoying ourselves. I'm taking a 3-wood. It's only a short one. It's about 400 yards, but kind of heading onto a down slope. A little bit of wind kind of off the right. So I'm thinking this will leave me a club that I can control the spin of, because the pin is like bang on the front of the green and there's like a huge runoff area to the side. I repeat, do not want to be in there. Well, I don't think I could fit any more straight over the chimney. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Unbelievably beautiful that looks. 128 to the pin. Now, that is a perfect gap wedge in my gapping that I've been doing. Do I trust it right now, in this moment? Because I need a birdie. Pin is at the front of the green. So this needs to be precise. You've got to trust it, ain't you? Just got to trust it. Gap wedge. Literally raining down on the pin. Let's do it. Do it, Kieran. Everyone at home, I'm sure you're with me as well. Oh, feed in somehow. Oh, it just went right. Oh, I've got a thumbs up though. I've just got a thumbs up. Now, I don't know if I've just found one of Tobacco Road's mysterious slopes there. Fingers crossed. So we did get a slope, which is fantastic. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And this is it. This will be one of the best rounds of golf I've played if this goes in. Oh my God, it feels straight. Actually feels straight. I don't trust it. Look at that clubhouse. It's such a vibe, isn't it? It's such a vibe. Feels like it goes slightly left. Then it's pretty flat. It's pretty flat. It just depends how much it's going to be affected initially. It's just a touch, Damn. Come on, I want that gold. Pulled the arse off it. Pulled the absolute arse off it. Oh. 1 over, silver medal. I mean, it's been an incredible day. It's so cool, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Tobacco Rope Hand Me Down. I've absolutely loved it today. I think I might have gone straight into my top 10.
Mike, what makes this the greatest course you've ever done?